kind of praying that this works. My latest video was a bit more involved in terms of editing, and it's actually still rendering as we speak. So yeah, it's been ticking along for a while, and well, seems I can stream and render video at the same time, thankfully. Previous tests seemed okay as well, but obviously that doesn't preclude everything from falling apart as soon as I try to start streaming. But for now, we'll start things off with me just blowing up the event and picking up some stuff, I guess. Because I kind of want to just empty the event shop, because I don't know, man, it kind of just feels like that's the right thing to do at times. Then it allows me to do something not too involved, not too busy, to start things off. And wait for people to filter in. Shell's been okay. I mean, I've left her at 40 nodes on the mana circle, but otherwise, sure. I mean, she's got some weird stuff going on. Like, she wants to be a buffer, but also has DPS mechanics. I don't know. Like, I've said that she's sort of like a mix between Patia and Summer Cleo, but without the actual... I don't know. Doesn't play quite as well, but I suppose Shadow does have a bit more going for it when it comes to defense buffs and using double buffs and so on. So maybe she does work out a bit better. I mean, I've definitely seen... Well, I've watched through Quitter's video of him clearing Master Cayenne with Shell. I think she seems to fit in, like, as I predicted as well, in terms of sort of fitting in, like, between Patia and Belina, somewhere in that, with that kind of role. And yeah, buffing DPS. But as to how much Shell's actually contributing, I'm not 100% sure. Hey Hishu, how's things? Hey Cheese and Pitio, Cheese and Potato. We still haven't, you know, we've never cleared up how we pronounce that. And you seem to be content to just let me flail and guess every time. But yeah, just burning through our stamina here and hopefully making some progress in emptying the event shop. Hold the best 5-star on your free tenfold. It was a Lily. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I don't know. I mean, I spiraled Lily recently, so like, it's not the end of the world. She's got her uses. But obviously if it's a dupe, then dupes are dupes. And I don't know, after the initial rush of old water spending for like sorting out your worm prints, that kind of stuff. Your voice is nice enough that I'll accept any pronunciation. Okay. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Free old water, you don't really need old water. Yeah, you got 600k at the moment. I sort of thought that initially. With the first drop of 2.0, I think I had like 900k. And then I dropped to about 50k at some point because I was just aggressively upgrading prints, aggressively spiraling characters as well. And yeah, I definitely dipped quite low before our last Gala remix with the Halloween units. And then after the Halloween units came out, it was a bit better because, well, I pulled. And I think I'm sitting at about 500, 600k again, maybe 400k-ish. Because I think I spent like 111k yesterday just getting 3 extra copies of whatever the Paralysis Punisher print is. I don't actually remember the name anymore. Granted, 4 copies of it was probably a bit much, but yeah, sometimes you gotta make silly decisions. Either way, I think we're done with the stamina spending. And as opposed to what we want to do today, I feel like it might just be high dragon shell farming, if anything's on double drops. If it's not, then I'm not entirely sure. It might just end up being a chill stream. But high dragon shell farming is probably what we want to go with. If I want to double check the double check calendars and so on and see what we've got kicking about. Let's see, it is the 24th today. Or is it the 25th? I'm not entirely sure. The calendar I'm looking at might be a different time zone. Hey Eggs, how's things? I think... Is it Volk Co-op today? In which case, I might just end up doing a bit of Volk. Because I've been incredibly lazy when it comes to Volk. And actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna check the event shop as well and see if there's anything going on there. Well, you might want to do in terms of treasure trade, that kind of thing. I think about the crystals, but I don't know. Honestly, I just get the things that one-offs. Crimson cores, I have a feeling that we might need more of in the future if we're going for weapon bonuses and that kind of stuff. And sure, tier 4 orbs, always nice for spiraling stuff. And we're out of resources for the most part, so yeah. When it comes to trades. I suppose I can... Right, the whole point is that I trade the bookmarks. But, okay, we'll leave that to another time. Why is your Patty using a bow and has long blonde hair? Yeah, that's kind of how she is, but there's a huge difference between Shell and Patia in that Shell's buffs last for 5 less seconds, so 10 seconds as opposed to Patia's. Oh, yeah, Shell's buffs are 10 seconds, Patia's are 15. Shell has the slightly peculiar directional requirement, and she also doesn't have the 35% buff time passive that Patia does have. So, yeah. I mean, that works out to like roughly 50% duration on Shell's buffs as opposed to Patia's. So it doesn't work out quite as well, but if it's for triggering double buffs and stuff, I think Shell might actually be faster. Is it Volk double drop day today? Or is it still Mercury? Oh, it is still Mercury. Okay, I guess we're doing Mercury. Let's see. I think I actually have 1,000 Mercury horns, so we're not doing too poorly in terms of... Yeah, I don't think we'll have to do Master Mercury for a very long time. And in terms of tails, I think... I'm not entirely sure how many tails we'll need for like all bonuses and stuff. I feel like getting to like 2k tails might be fairly safe, and then after that is just drowning yourself in standard. Now, who exactly do I use for Mercury? I've been using Xilus recently. Might turn down the music just a tiny bit. There we go. But that team is called Co-op Patia, and there is no Patia to be seen. Anyway, Xilus with some odd shenanigans. And... yeah, guess I might as well just throw myself into pubs and see how that goes. Wait for things to get spinning. I might need to shuffle my playlists around at some point, because I've got my own playlist built up that doesn't seem to get too many DMCA or like mute notices for VODs and stuff on Twitch. But I've noticed that when I export videos to YouTube, like, it's much more thorough and catches a lot more things. And for the most part, it doesn't block the videos except for like a small handful, but what that means is that VODs from like a week and a half ago are taking ages for me to process on YouTube. Because I'm trying to process them on YouTube and have them only mute the audio there, you know, it's like it takes days for a single song's worth of processing to be done because the VODs are like multiple hours long. Times 2 VOD will be this reset? Okay. It's just, yeah, it depends on... Well, wasn't entirely sure what time zone the calendar I was looking at was calculating things from. But yeah, that Xilus setting filters to 11k is gonna take a while to build up, so I'm going to leave here. I don't know. I've found that a lot of the time it's record labels behind Japanese artists that, well, mainly Toys Factory, honestly, that aggressively blocks anyone that's like been using their music, essentially. So, yeah, there's a bit of work. Oh god. I don't know what that sent me through, but yeah, it's a bit annoying to have to manually process VODs on YouTube. Okay. I don't know why it's sending me through. As far as I can tell, it used to just put you sort of right up to Mercury. Yeah, very odd. But yeah, I mean, it should be easy enough to... I don't know, like nowadays we kill Mercury fast enough to just ignore most of the mechanics. And Master Twins on Monday is gonna be... has the potential to be incredibly painful or incredibly painless. But if things are incredibly painless, then it's painful in the long run, because then it just means that the fight isn't terribly interesting? I don't know. You know, it's a double-edged sword. Like, Master Cielo was considered, I don't know, difficult for the wrong reasons, I think. And then... the fact that autoing it on Master is easier than co-oping with people, because... oh, it's very easy for people to just forget, ah yes, you need to dispel, because she buffs herself by 15% defense every time. And like on fights where you have to rely on the people not to kill you with the bolts from above, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's just sad times all around. It's incredibly distressing to get hit by a dash when you're behind Mercury, but hitboxes, I guess. Yeah, 30% skill haste is always nice. %82% strength. 870k on Dragon Skill? I feel like I should have gotten more, but... really wonder if you go to the MCL pubs with T-Hope with Halloween Mouser Skillshare, since the fight takes so long for pubs. Halloween Mouser Skillshare would be useful. Maybe. I mean, I feel like it could be. It depends on the pubs you go in with, because if they're using Poisoned Punisher Prince, then yes, Halloween's Mouser Skillshare might be useful, but anyone that actually is familiar with the fight wouldn't be using Poison Punisher Prince anyway, because they expect the fight to reach Poison Cap. So, yeah, I guess it depends on trying to preempt who you're playing with. And if it's with pubs, then... I don't know. Because then the trade-off would be you're either using that, or... I guess you'd be using Patia skill share otherwise. And that I'm not sure about. Because if that's the case, then I feel like you might be losing out quite a lot on Hope's healing potential as well. It depends how much you're relying on Hope how much you're relying on Hope for healing. Because I believe I've seen Metcalf running healer Templar Hope, and that's been mostly. I don't believe he actually bothered using the Agato skill and was mostly focused on double buffing everyone. I think he had like Halloween Low and skill share and Patia skill share. Could be useful. Yeah, fun experiment, maybe. And the number of ashes I've got just keeps floating around the same number because I never burn through them quickly enough. I'm also thinking that the song that's playing at the moment probably gets muted, so I should probably take it off the playlist. I don't know. Man, there's a lot of things to worry about. There's no point trying Agato skill if you got Freya or something. Yeah. Because I don't know, it depends if you want to do the weird ass like skill toggling thing where you're just blowing out healing double buffs over everyone. But I suppose if you got a healing skill just outright, then it's not as important. Yeah, no, I feel like it'd be good to finally clear out my wings at some point. I wonder how much experience is actually locked behind my wings. What level would I get to if I suddenly just used all my wings on bus farming and stuff? Yeah, I kind of just reflexively take my hand off my phone once I dragon skill with midi 0, because honestly, the fight's normally over at that point. And if it isn't over, midi 0 might just end up ending the fight himself because he does so much damage. I wonder how long it'll take you to reach level 200. I suppose it just depends on how willing you are to burn through resources. Watch them increase level cap right before you reach 200. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world. It means that you end up not wasting EXP at cap, right? Unless do people get retroactive levels? Like if people were at 150 and then got a bunch of EXP before the cap was increased to 200. Makes me wonder. We have a Mena with Freya. Right, I need to ready up. Freya Mena. Wonder if this room will actually end up seeing waterfalls as a result. Very well might do. I'm very surprised that, like, with the life shield from Mano, it actually absorbed most of the blast. We only took like 600, 700 damage from opening blast. And, okay, the bubble popped, but that's fine. Okay, so I was pretty pessimistic about this room, but I guess it ended up okay. I'm curious, like, with regards to this anniversary, I guess, we're still waiting on one more thing after this, like this upcoming opera-related event. Because I think there are a bunch of panels on the site indicating like how many events and stuff we'd get, and I'm wondering what kind of event it'll be. Also wondering whether the water dragon that was revealed in the latest chapter is actually gonna be our water gala dragon. Because I don't know, the other Gala dragons we've gotten have had some sort of story significance, like Leonidas' pack dragon, Shell's pack dragon. Wait, we've only had 2 Gala dragons, right? We haven't magically had more? Oh, Gala Thor? Thor was Valex's packed dragon. Water Gala dragon, it's just Gala Varginoi. Oh my god. I don't think it's actually Gala Poseidon though, is it? Is it not just a representation of the fact that they don't actually use any other sprites for void dragons? It's always just Poseidon for water dragons? At least, it's not the Poseidon anyway. I don't know. It's a bit weird when it comes to dragons and such, because like sometimes... Because for some dragons, I don't know if we're looking at like each dragon is individual and unique, or whether or not there's like multiple types of each dragon. Like, because I remember... What? Oh, we don't normally see that pattern. Wait, hold on. Is this Master? Have I queued into the wrong one? Oh, this is Master. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, this is Master, not Expert. We're doing the wrong one. Whoops. Jeez. I was wondering why there was a whirlpool in the corner. Nice Expert gameplay. Oh no. Yeah, totally intentional. Totally intentional. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards. Alright, leave the room. Go back to our comfy corner with Expert. And put our wings back at a multiple of 3. I don't know, it's just a habit of mine to keep the wings at a multiple of whatever fight you're farming. Come on. Dragon Gauge? Ah, no more Freya Leaf. Why are you Ranzor? I'm wondering if I should poll on the current Valentine's Encore. Because I never polled the first time round Valentine's Addis and Melody came around. I don't know. Because otherwise I'll probably have to wait until next Valentine's, which, granted, isn't actually that far away. It's like 4 months. But obviously I feel like they'll probably, if we're looking at the pattern that we're starting to notice with introducing new units on Gala remixes, that kind of stuff. There's nothing saying that they couldn't introduce... Ah, but then again, it's always at the end of the month, right? What with Valentine's being in the middle of the month, it could be a bit awkward to try and stick new units at the end of the month instead. Did I ever reattempt Shadow MG16? No. I mean, nothing's changed. Haven't suddenly got new weapons or made any changes to weapon bonuses or facilities, that kind of stuff. So like, before I try it again, I'll probably maybe farm up at least one more Tartarus weapon. Maybe for Gala Yuden, because that way I have something for him to spam and get more Dragon Gauge with. Anyway, is this the last? Is this the last day of the Valentine Showcase? I don't actually remember. Yeah, for Gyuden, yeah, he was still using the, I mean, it was maximum bound, but still the High Dragon Trial Sword. So, a bunch more runs of Agato for that guy. I mean, just in general anyway, because the weapon skill actually works for him. Oh, on another note, I did actually, like, I think last night I tried a bunch of new gacha games. Because I tweeted on Twitter, I was like, hey, recommend me some gacha games. And there were some recommendations, a couple from Kita as well. I think I tried Destiny Child, which is like a card battler kind of thing. Means we don't get free rolls on Gala. Oh no! V-Day banners goes until October 30th. Oh dear. Oh dear. What was I saying? Check. Destiny Child was like this card battler thing. I feel like the gameplay for that one just isn't my kind of thing, and I've clicked onto Master again. Destiny Child's the gameplay... Actually, no, the gameplay's okay, but the art style had this sort of semi-realistic, but not realistic at all, but it was very anime, but the way that they animated things was by sort of distorting and stretching and shifting the sprites, which sort of puts it in this weird uncanny valley. And then there was a lot of jiggling, which is a bit too in my face. Not safe work and stuff. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Lots of jiggling. I don't think it's something I could ever... I mean, it's not outright explicit, but yeah, definitely not something you want to be seen playing at work, I guess. What else did I play? I played Princess Connect, or at least did like the first few story chapters on it, and it actually, I think it is a pretty good game, but I found that my main problem with Princess Connect was the lack of localization, and my Japanese comprehension is like, while I understand it a tiny bit, it's not enough for me to like follow the story. And that is like a big barrier of enjoyment for me. If it wasn't for that, then I'd probably pick it up as a new game. What else have I tried? I tried Illusion Connect as well, which is sort of like a RTS style game. Gain energy, put units down on the board, and those units are basically your heroes, that kind of thing. I don't know, that was okay, and like the art style in that one is actually not too bad either. I think Illusion Connect is possibly, out of the games I tried, probably the one I'm most likely to pick up as a permanent edition. What else did I play? See, I tried Princess Connect, Illusion Connect, Destiny Child. Isn't Illusion new? Yeah, I think Illusion's only a few months old. I think it launched maybe like somewhere between February, April, possibly? So it's a newer one. Trying to think about what else I may have installed. I don't know. I might try World Flipper at some point. I mean, there's going to be the global release. You got the good units for waifu? I'm not sure. I think the rare unit I did pull for Illusion Connect ended up being, I think, like borderline lowly. Not like completely lowly, but definitely in the teenage-looking range. And I'm like, okay, not my kind of thing, but. You know, you work with what you get. Obviously, Metcalf knows. Metcalf knows everything. And then Princess Connect. Oh god, I wish I was better at Japanese comprehension, because then I'd just start playing it now. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from playing it now, honestly. Except for the fact that I wouldn't really enjoy it as much if I played it now. And it's really perplexing, like, somebody tweeted back at me that, like, because I did sort of publicly complain that, my Japanese bad, can't connect with Princess Connect. And somebody did tell me that in terms of profits, or maybe just revenue, something like that, Princess Connect is third in the Japanese region out of, like, I think gacha games. I think behind, like, just a bit behind Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and I forget what was in number one. I think it was Fate Grand Order. But, like, they're definitely doing okay in terms of monetization. So it really perplexes me as to why they decided to bring World Flipper. Like, World Flipper, I thought, was one of their weaker titles. Or maybe this is some sort of last-ditch effort to like revitalize it by introducing it to a market that hasn't encountered the whole unit nerf fiasco. Yeah. I would like to try it. But Word Flip is a pinball game, right? Or like one of those pinball style mechanic games. That, I don't know, maybe this is something I'm less sure about. How many tails are we at? 1.4k. So honestly, we actually have quite a few runs if we want to get to 2k. But we're here. Grinding runs, chilling. Listening to music that'll get us muted, but... if only... Man. Why can't Twitch work something out? When it comes to like streaming this kind of stuff. Unless like Twitch is just one of those things where the budget isn't entirely there. I don't know. Or like Amazon hasn't budgeted enough for Twitch to actually spend the amount required for whatever they need to spend in order to get music streaming on the... It's peculiar. Okay, this room is definitely going pretty slow. And I think we popped a bubble. Yeah. I think we can actually survive Whirlpool, Waterfall, possibly. Okay, never mind, we just break. That's how we survive it. If we didn't know, I probably could have just toggled defense bar. Oh, I should probably transform. Might help. Might help. I'm doing like 600k damage. 532. Close enough, close enough. Nahex, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. We are doing the Mercury grind. Because it's double drops, and honestly, I need something to motivate me to spend my wings, because I don't spend my wings otherwise. Goodness me. God. We didn't even get time to ready up. They just flew straight in. Anyway, frames might be dropping in and out every now and again, because as I mentioned earlier, I'm still actually rendering a video in the background. My god, does it take a while. Save links for Nightmare Agato? What if I can auto it? What then? Let's see, today is the 24th. Did you guys say... Okay, so this banner lasts until the 30th. Goodness, it's gonna be a while then. Oh, where is that bait going? Do I pop the bubble? Okay. I don't know, I get paranoid about people popping bubbles just in case we don't actually break. I don't know. It's just... I wouldn't exactly call it muscle memory, but you know, you learn to just... Oh god, that was following me. You learn to just... Orbits. It's just old thinking from when I used to farm it with Wedding Alazan and stuff. I'm noticing the little flippity flip saying that frames are dropping, but I don't know, hopefully that doesn't happen too often. I mean, I think honestly I should, at some point, if I could invest in it, I should probably offload all my video editing and processing and stuff to a second device, but until then I kind of have to do both on the same one. And obviously, I mean, even with one device it's probably incredibly unwise of me to be rendering and streaming at the same time, but it seems to be handling it fine for the most part, except for like occasional blips, which isn't quite ideal, but seeing as I actually, you know, scheduled these streams and stuff, but I also want to get the video out in a decent amount of time. I don't know, there's a lot of things to juggle and prioritize, that kind of thing. And I'd rather not have to, because like, this video, as far as I can tell, is going to take somewhere in the realms of about 3 to 4 hours to render in total, and I'd rather render while streaming and have it finished like an hour after I finish streaming, or while I finish streaming, rather than finish streaming at like 11 and then suddenly, like, because if I wasn't rendering then, I don't know, I'd have to render afterwards, and given that it would take a few hours, it would mean I have to stay up until like 3 or 4 AM if I still wanted to upload as soon as possible. Things to juggle, things to juggle. So much pain. I don't know, I've put in quite a bit more effort than I usually do when it comes to editing this next video, and so I thought I kind of wanted to get it out sooner. I suppose there's not too much of a rush, because I don't know, it's not like nowadays there's too many more people that are trying to beat me to the punch when it comes to editing videos. These videos with Jugalia Lost is not entirely all that much competition. Beat it to the punch. I mean, even if they do, I mean, like, people have already uploaded videos about Shell, that kind of stuff, and this is my take on Shell. And, like, there's honestly not that many people talking about Jugalia Lost nowadays. Gonna find Tanji for Among Tanji? Sure thing. Isn't Tanji doing some sort of... Nope. Frames dropped for a bit again, but isn't Tanji doing some sort of anniversary stream or something? I forget. I think I remember checking the title of his stream earlier. He's doing Twitch things for some reason. It was interesting. But yeah, like, competition for YouTube and that kind of stuff isn't particularly fierce for Jugalia Lost anymore. I did actually have a look, like, just for shits and giggles, I looked up Jugalia Lost Circus of Dreams, because that was the showcase I started doing Jugalia Lost videos for, and I searched up that video that made me start again, and yeah, it's still just as bad. And the creator that did that video is basically dropped off the face of the earth. I mean, like, they still occasionally upload poll videos, but that's about it. They haven't uploaded any more, like, showcase review videos, that kind of thing. But they still have more subs than me. Tankaroki, Shell is garbage. She's okay. She's not terrible. But yeah, I believe, like, if she fulfills, like, multiple roles and she's not the best at any of them, which I suppose, with how meta-focused people are, yeah, it makes her subjectively or objectively bad, because she's not your go-to pick for anything, right? But I don't know, some people are just happy to have her. And I'm always really careful about saying whether or not a unit is good, because I don't want people to like base their decisions off my one take and be like, yep, good character, spend all my money on my Wormite. Pull to hell and back, that kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, like, she's capable of clearing stuff. I don't think she's the best at clearing anything, but given that Shadow had very few buffs to their units, and she still manages to clear Master Cayenne in a couple of minutes, alongside alongside Patty, Belina, Grace, I think she's doing okay. I ate a stump. That is dead dragon. Otherwise, I don't know. Are there any more gacha releases sort of on the horizon that people are looking forward to? Because, man, World Flipper's the one thing from Cygames. I believe there's the... When it comes to RPGs, weren't people talking about another Grand Blue thing? I think Mechaf mentioned that before. And honestly, Genshin's sort of reached this weird spot where, like, there isn't really enough content to sustain more than, like, 10 to 15 minutes of engaging gameplay a day. And even then, for some people, like, it teeters on, like, on the edge of becoming a chore for some people. But some people, I don't know. It's like repeating the same old process of spending a resin to get resources for upgrading stuff. But once you reach like a certain like experience level, like it's not, I don't know. Like for some people, they realize that once you reach like the final sets of talent levels, that kind of stuff, like the weekly lockouts for the bosses mean that in order to fully max out a character, you need, I believe, something along the lines of like 14 weeks of perfect hitting the 1 in 3 RNG for your particular boss every time to get the right material. But if you actually hit the expected RNG, then it would take you a year to max out a character. And like, I don't know, my main issue for me is that because I'm so starved for resources to level characters, I mean, it's not even monetization, because I've hit a wall where not even monetization will fix the problem, because I can't, if I wanted to refresh repeatedly, I can only refresh up to 6 times a day. The amount of stamina you get from refreshing isn't enough. Does GI give free summons at the start? Kind of. You have to earn them and get to a certain point. Like, you get summons for like early achievements and milestones, that kind of stuff. And so like there are, I don't know, but even then, the re-rolling, apparently, I've been hearing that re-rolling got nerfed. Like you need to like have a specific, like an email registered to your account, or God knows what they're doing to like signups, that kind of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, like, what else was it? Yeah, I mean, monetization is only really part of the issue. I mean, like, the rates are objectively pretty damn bad at 0.6% for a 5, like the maximum rarity character. Like, I mean, at the very least, they have a pity system. They have a pity system from day one. Like, it literally cannot take you more than 180 summons to get a featured 5-star. But the main issue is, even if I did happen to pull the featured 5-star at the very moment, I don't have the resources to push... Like, because of the way that the world level system works, mobs increase in difficulty as your player level increases, basically. And so, in order to get a new character up to the level required for them to actually be able to actively participate in open world content, like, needs, at this point, multiple days of stamina regen, or if not multiple weeks worth of stamina regen to actually get the resources to be able to summon with weapons and stuff. For weapons past... some weapons you can get from chests, but only up to 3 stars, but 4-star and 5-star weapons also have to be summoned. There are specific weapon banners as well. So there's weapon focus banners, and I guess for anyone that's trying to push for like further progression rather than just like developing their characters horizontally. Because like there's horizontal progression in terms of collecting units and like a variety of units to tackle different content, and there's vertical progression when it comes to making the same unit more powerful. And yeah. So yeah, weapon summons, unit summons, there's a mixed banner as well. Farming Master's better than Expert? I need Tails though. And I think I already have 1k horns. I don't think I need more horns. Oh, Orichalcum? I'm lazy. Okay, I guess I'll swap to Master if I really need the Orichalcum. But how much do I need? How much do I need? Have people mapped it out? Like how much Orichalcum you could possibly need? Because honestly, I'm just thinking short term of getting... It's like this stuff needs to be done at some point, right? But like, if I were to translate the problem Genshin has to Dragalia Lost, say that, well, I don't even know, say that like lower difficulty quests get disabled and like you can't skip ticket shit. I don't know, it's hard to put into Dragalia Lost context because the systems are just inherently different. But yeah, it's like, if we run out of gold crystals, for example, in Dragalia Lost, you can't spiral units, and let's say that like every time a new unit comes out, you have to spiral them in order to tackle like relevant content, which is kind of the case. But it's like if we were completely starved of Champions Testaments, for example. I don't know. Or like gold experience crystals, and it costs huge amounts of stamina to get them. I don't know, there's like a lot of systems at play. Like now that I try and think about it, there's a lot of systems at play that sort of just combine to make it really fucking difficult for you to level new characters in Genshin. Like especially if you've been dancing about and like leveling a bunch of different characters to try them out, then like you do eventually run out of resources because you end up constantly pouring resources into characters to get them at a level where they're actually useful. And then the stamina regenerates so slowly, you spend so much of it in order to get more materials for leveling up characters. Everything's gated behind the same thing, so like materials for talents, materials for levels, well, ascensions. the materials for upgrading weapons, all gated behind the same thing, and then you need to use like Mora, the in-game currency as well, and that's also gated behind resin, and it's like, oh my god. So yeah, once you really reach endgame, did you stone your mid-zero? Yes, I did. I had a lot of stones sitting about. Sitting about. I still have like 8 or 9 stones at the moment. So honestly, I'm doing okay for stones. Big whale? No, I just hoarded the hell out of them. Not worth it. I kind of just felt like mobbing mid-zero because I thought he was cool. And honestly, like, because I felt like, you know, farming Ciela, well, not that I really farm Master Ciela in, well, multiplayer anyway, but I feel like if you do want to farm stuff with other people, you should at least put in a decent amount of effort to be as powerful as you can. And if I didn't stone Midgard's Almost Zero, then that would mean using Vayu, but you can only use Vayu so much before you get bored, right? I don't know, that's just the way I think. Hey, Cyndaquil. How's things? What is up? What is up? I'm just farming Mercury. Mostly expert at the moment because I want tails, but the prevailing opinion here seems to be that I should probably be farming some master, or at least doing more master just to get our Alphen Spheres. Yellow balls. I'm getting a swipe. Oh, never mind. I suppose Mercury, honestly, like, it's probably the place to farm for Alphen because it's pretty damn simple to do. Disconnected from host. Goodness me. Play buffer as win so you don't bother. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I stoned Freya back in the day as well, when I was doing like Noelle for expert High Mercury or something. You had 2 Mud Fire and Mud Pazuzu. Okay, yeah, I wasn't at that point. I think, honestly, my Wind Dragon roster is pretty peak. Well, before Midgard's Almost Zero anyway. Only had the 1 Vayu, 1 Mob Freya, and then I was still using a Rock and Maximum Band Zephyr. And so, like, for the purposes of just, I don't know, pushing up the quality of my Wind Dragon roster, Mub was just the way to go. Anyway, let's see. Quickly grab these. Yeah. I don't know, when it comes to Genshin, like, MiHoYo's been super stingy with how we get, like, not only the pull currency, but any sort of, like, stamina regeneration stuff we only get on ranking up, and that slows down incredibly once you reach high levels. Yeah, I don't know, whereas other gachas, it just feels like you're drowning in energy materials. Anyway, free 10 pull because we feel like it. Free 10 pull. I don't think anything's happening here. You take my maid? I don't have a maid, okay? But yeah, we have quite a few more days of 10 pulls as far as I can tell. So who knows, maybe I'll just end up getting the units I skipped before anyway. Nothing to write home about here. Anyway, we do the daily deal, because that's what we do. And are we gonna cry? Are we gonna cry? 3 dubs on a single pull. What does that mean? Ah, just a 4-star. Is it possible for a fake out to happen on a single pull? I'm not entirely sure. Either way, nothing here, nothing here. We still have some days for increased rates. We're at 5% now. Showcase info, double check it lasts until the 30th. Ah, so the 29th would be the last day to pull for me. Okay. And that is a... That's a Thursday. Man. If it was a stream day, maybe that could be some content. Otherwise... How are we doing on materials? Let's see... I was looking at dragon materials, right? Where's the Orichalcum? 866. So how much do I really need? I'm very curious as to how much Orichalcum I could need. What if I just searched Dragonia Lost? How much? Orichalcum. And we'll see. I mean, what ends up consuming it? So if I look at material lists and such, for weapon crafting, you need like 8 times 150 from weapon bonus for high dragon trials. Do weapon bonuses for Agato use Orichalcum as well? Let's see. Weapon bonus also uses 30. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So yeah, 5 of those for each element. So 150. 5 elements makes that 750. If we include... Right, so 5 elements for each weapon. If we assume mana casters will be added for all elements, then that's really 150 times 9, which is 1,350. And that's just for weapon bonuses, that doesn't include crafting stuff. Yeah, let's have a look at High Dragon Trial weapons as well. Do those require Orichalcum? They do. Okay, so it's gonna be like 3k to get everything in the end. Okay, I see where you guys are at. But so many runs of... So many runs. So many runs. So many runs. You should do a few. I mean, like, I'd rather do it on a different dragon though. I'd rather do it on a different dragon. Because I already have 1k horns for Mercury. Like, these horns I think will be wasted? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I think I'll wait until I master Agato or something. Anyway, I still need tails for Mercury, so we'll continue with that. Why so much tails? I think it's for the purposes of crafting every single weapon to max unbind. Without using... Or at least getting everything to like 5 unbinds and weapon bonuses. I believe you need something like 1.8k for each element. Yeah, I think for each one, for Unbind I refine, and then... Actually, does it need to be 5 Unbind for weapon bonus, or only just refined once? I need to update my stickers. That fucking Alazan sticker reminds me. I think it's 4 and refined. Okay, it's not so bad then. We'll see. Either way, I think 2k tails will leave me in a fairly good spot, and then all I'll need at some point is a Mercury spears, and honestly, those can be even more brainless. You know what I have found weird recently? Is Metcalf not streaming? I mean, given his break has been incredible, it's only going to be for a short while as far as I can tell, but I very much made it a habit of mine, or it was in my routine to just like turn off brain and watch Metcalf stream to end my night, basically. It's 5? Okay. I mean, for number 5, I can use Damascus ingots anyway. Yeah, I saw his break video on Twitter. I saw his break video. Very. What's the he pronounces his name Metcalf? Is the weird thing? Because he said he got his name from mech robots, but then suddenly pronounces it Metcalf was very, very curious. But yeah, injured his wrist. You know how it is. Where are the Baxter streams, Seafat? When are we gonna see Baxter again? Should pester Metcalf to upload Baxter videos to Twitter or something. That'd be nice. It's clearly what we need in our trying times. Also, why is this person making changes in this? Silas is so diesel? What is that even supposed to mean? Or is it just because 11.6k? I'm pretty sure the Ranzor hosting is even thicker. He's like 11.7k. More might than your highest wind unit? Are you sure? Hey Astro Galaxy. Highest might wind unit. Wait, hold on. Got more might than my highest wind unit on my co-op list. Co-op list? Co-op list? Yeah, the Astro Galaxy. Just grinding some Expert Mercury until my brain falls out my ears. Ah, right, for your list of units you use in co-op, I see. And that's Melody 70 MC Max tonight, might, to buy some hope. Oh, did you max out your blade bonuses? Oh, damn. It's pretty meaty. I haven't figured out if there is a weapon type I really main. Feels like I'm sort of, at the moment, for Shadow, I'm definitely split between Dagger and Staff. Well, Belina and Grace. Fire units, I use Marth and Nadine at the moment. New Melody's 1581. Are we potentially missing a... Could it be a facility thing? Because I believe the next event is going to be a facility event, but it's also going to cause one of the weapon types to have 2 facilities. Ah, it's 2020, people are eating spits. Curious. Oh, it's because she's originally 3 stars. Ah, that is the big suck. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Because it's starting from a lower baseline, even before Spiral. That's sad times. That's sad times. How is my video rendering coming along? 74% after maybe 2 hours. Goodness. Melody is cuter and higher on the DPS chart. Just you wait, Sifa. Just you wait. Actually, one of the longer term projects I've started is our own DPS chart. One that doesn't stick dragon shit on light units. One that doesn't have flame going. I don't know, have everyone putting fucking Xander Skillshare on and Frostbite Punisher. Because that's the beauty of open source code, I guess. I hate to stomp, but that's fine. Oh, it's not actually. I mean, it's accessible, but it's not actually different from the official one at the moment. It needs us to start mapping out setups and stuff first. Oh, you've actually seen it? Wow. Last I checked, I don't think you're in our Discord. I linked it? Did I link it? Oh, I did. I didn't forget. What are you talking about? Yeah, there's nothing going on there at the moment. Needs me to like sit down and like start changing things about. At the moment, I might want to... I'm not sure how I might want to go about doing it. I feel like I'd want to automate the way that I change things when it comes to starting off new builds and stuff. And so that'll take a bit of work. To just, like, brain things out, basically. Odetta ready for Aya Onono? Yeah, I think it'd be fun to try. I'm still very confused as to how Cygames thought that not changing her mods was actually okay. And I don't believe we've actually seen anything indicate that she's horribly broken either. I don't know. That spiral was just perplexing. They should have increased the mods, they really should have. Like, even if it was only by, like... Yeah, she doesn't do, like, she's got a buffing S2. And her S1 only does, like, 1.1k, 1.2k, something like that? Or is it even less? It's, like, not even 1,000, possibly. It was like possibly 2 hits of 486%. She's Templar Hope. But flipped around in the worst way or something like that. I don't know. There's cheese? Not specifically. Because Karina can do normal runs just fine. And like if you don't even if you don't manage the cheese with Karina, you can still heal through stuff with double buffs and stuff. It's just incredibly punishing if you get burned. But if you don't get burned, because there's no unavoidable burn in the expert fight, if you don't get burned, Karina still works fine, can still clear in a 3-minute fight, that kind of thing. I very much doubt that Mitsuba will actually come into... I don't know, I feel like Mitsuba cheese with any unit requires a really specific set of things to happen. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna see time attack again at some point. That's gonna be an odd time. I don't know how I feel about time attack. Because like, I feel like it's pretty divisive as well. Like, you're gonna get people being very secretive about whatever builds they have. Gave you fuel stun as she's ready to go. And yeah, the thing is about Ayahanota is that the inner circles when it comes to like circle and donut patterns is it's always the inner circle is stun resist, as far as I can tell. So if you want to Unga Bunga and keep smacking, then like yeah, you need solo. You need a stun resist. Just make time attack solo only, that way people with no friends will get mad. Wait. Surely it's the other way around. People with lots of friends will get mad because they can't take advantage of them. That also means that I'll probably be screwed because I don't have Mitsuba. Also, cute for X Master here. Then again, solo runs probably can't cheese with Mitsuba. They could run, wouldn't be too unheard of if they ran separate leaderboards for solo and expert speedruns. That could be something. Yeah, I don't think it'd be too weird to run separate multiplayer and solo time attack leaderboards. Co-op will obviously don't have any hidden cheeses. I mean, there's only so much you can hide, because I remember when time attack was a thing the first time around, didn't they like publicize every team comp? Like was it even during? You could see which team compositions were near the top, and you could sort of like extrapolate what they were doing from the team composition. It's about crit fishing? I mean, yeah, that too. Bunny over water garland. What is that emote? About to stone your bunny scene? I instantly... I dreamed someone for Bunny and stoned him instantly. Or her. Then prayed not to pull Bunny from the Dragon Showcase free 10 pulls afterwards. God, that was minorly stressful time. How many towers am I at? 1.685. Okay, we're actually not doing too poorly here. It's only like about 30 more runs till we're at a comfortable spot. I don't know if you're watching my camera closely, you can probably, because I'm shaking my leg. I'm I'm doing the ngangap things. That's how it's said in Cantonese anyway. Otherwise I'm just waggling my leg. Probably shouldn't. It's a bad habit. Looks weird on camera, honestly. Otherwise, I don't know. What do I do after Mercury? What else would I spend my wings on? I mean, honestly, I need to farm some twins as well. I need to farm some twins. And get another weapon's worth of materials ready. Actually, it might just be solo twins I need to farm. Because obviously we need to prep for the tree as well. Yeah. Max out the tree day 1. Then cry when Karina cheese doesn't work. Karina's fine. What if she ends up being not fine? What if suddenly they're like, yep, no more Karina cheese, we're gonna make her burn you when you enter the room, and then she'll clap 5 times in a row. And then all the Karinas all around the world will just cry. 5 claps in a row, Sifa. She already did her work? Yeah, I suppose. Oh, she really did, yeah, Master Ibrahilda. If she burns instantly, I can't use Eugene. I mean, they already kind of screwed Eugene over, because they didn't bump up his S2. I believe they didn't touch his mods at all, and like, now everyone else is similar, like nearly similar mods to Eugene, but Eugene still has that gimmick where he has to S1 3 times first. It's just like, I get that the mods on her S2 are big, but why no touch the payoff after 3 S1s? Yeah, but I like him. I suppose. That is a valid reason for doing stuff. See if I hear about Hideta Orlos to Aya and Honono. I think it's perfectly possible to clear with everything, I think. As long as you're competent and you're not eating every single attack. That payoff was supposed to be Styx, but we messed that up badly. Yeah. And Styx got even worse with shared skills, because it means you have to use some weird stuff. Dang, Styx. And no changes to Styx for 2.0 either. And then, God, why would you... You can't even use Styx's dragon skill. Because I'm fairly certain that screws everything too. So sad. Are people just eating attacks left and right? We're about to... Burn res, you play Samus Aliara, stun res, Hideta. Both my Fjorm setup is poggers. I don't normally say Twitch shit. Poggers. Poggers. I'm a YouTuber, Sifa. What even is poggers? Actually, is that... It's not even poggers, it's fucking PogChamp. I don't even know anymore. See, I'm a YouTuber at heart. This doesn't work. Can't make me a Twitch streamer. Actually, Seafart, were you the one that asked me for my stream playlist last time? I forget, but whoever did ask me for my stream playlist last time, it's gonna be like, it's still gonna be changing about every now and again as I add and remove songs due to DMCA reasons, blocked on YouTube, that kind of thing. I feel like this is a really weird song to have on a stream, but mainly because of the title and the lyrics, but I try not to think about it too hard. I prefer just to bop along. Oh boy. What if I should change things up for High Mercury? There's only a few more runs, but you can only keep your brain turned off for so long. How many tails? 1.7k. Wait. I feel like we've barely gone up. Or am I checking too often? It's probably the latter. Besides Silas, I don't know, I could play Leaf, I could play Ranzor? Then again, play Hawk. Maybe? Yeah, I could look at that. I do need to set him up again though. I haven't played him since 2.0 changes. Most fun with skill spam? Ah, yeah, that'll get the brain juices flowing. Oop, eating stomps. Ooh. Okay, we avoided that spit by the skin of our teeth. Mercury? Okay, not quite. There we go. Yeah, I need to set up a Hawk. And then we will do unspeakable things to Mercury for a couple of runs. Okay, let's set up a Hawk. This is a weird Karina comp. Must have been using it to solo void battles or something. Yeah. So, Hawk goes here. When it comes to backline, Strength Defense Punisher doesn't come into play. Strength level buff probably doesn't come into play, so critical rate double buff. The points equal strength makes sense. I suppose we don't really have a better Set of units to use. Unless we use adders here? Could swap Xanfrid in for Dragon's Claws. What does Melody do? She probably has a defensive chain ability. Yeah, mortar resist. Yeah, I think that is about it. I don't think Halloween Master does anything. Yeah, it's just a strength thing. Okay, I think this is about as good as it gets. Obviously, EXP print is the most important thing, so we sort that out first. Then start getting out the big things. I'm wondering if we can reliably Midgard Storm 0. Alright, typical bow stuff. Skill damage, crit. Probably want Bog Resist. So that means Ilian Faithful, which is probably somewhere up here, right? There it is. And then we probably want like some flurry strength stuff. Flurry Devastation. Flurry... If there's Flurry Strength, we'll go for it. Otherwise, I guess it's just Strength above 70% hit points. I don't remember if there's a Flurry Strength 4-star print. Oh wait, no, Poison Punisher is probably the way to go, huh? Yeah. Poison Punisher it is. Instead of Flurry Devastation... but crits. Crit fishing, yes, that is what we do. Obviously we use this, and as for final... Something tells me we probably can't bog Mercury. What if some of the Cleo skill could be worth using? Could be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Right. Oh. We'll throw this comp at Mercury and see what happens. Comp? I think you're just a weird hawk setup. Oh, we don't have Mercury's Bane here. That needs to be fixed. That needs to be fixed. I'm missing out on a lot of damage that way. God, not having High Mercury's Bane is... Oh, we lost combo. Very distressing. No gold Fafnir's? Oh, that's a good catch. Right, we're definitely very Papega. Okay, okay, yeah. Very Papega. Oh my god. Yeah, we need gold Fafnir's. And we also need High Mercury's Bane. Yeah, we can ignore this run. This run never happened. Never happened. Ugh, 100k. Yeah, you don't see that. Pretend that's 250. Alright, first things first, faffs. Not enough faffing. Gold Fafnir's, and we need High Mercury's Bane. Then again, we probably don't have the materials for it, because I've been incredibly lazy when it comes to farming void stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Refinement. Okay, there's materials. Insufficient material. It's always it's the Phantom, every time. Every time. Are any of them double drop? Are any of them double drop? Oh, they are. Oh, it's a wind one. Perfect. Can I skip? Can I skip this? I can. Okay, we'll find some team with a bunch of Fafnirs. Just skip a bunch. And watch us get, like, hardly any materials. I feel like the drop rates for these void battles have been pretty bad. 2 of these. So literally... yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure this team isn't... the team I used just now wasn't running EXP print, which is distressing. Needs to be fixed. Also just noticed it was running a skill damage print alongside a skill damage print, as is Cleo, but you know what, that probably doesn't matter all that much. But yeah, I definitely need to use skip tickets on something anyway. Still only 2 of the... oh, that is the wrong thing. 2 of the gold material? And the same again. Oh, 6 this time. I can't even. Anyway, I don't think it was even that one we were short of. Anyway, back to weapon upgrades and stuff. And watch us be short of some other material instead. Oh, we're actually doing okay. Nice. That's the only one we really need. Oh, we need to do the Astral raid. Wow, we need weapon skins. May as well get the bonuses while we're here. Oh, we already got the bonus for this one. Okay. And also, yeah. What is it? Qi Tian Da Sheng, or however you pronounce it. Flame units with gold Fafnirs. I actually don't think I have a properly built team for blowing up flame. Astrals, so this is an actual co-op team we want now. Auto Evolt, I'm pretty sure this comp doesn't actually work. And when it comes to Mirth, I'm fairly certain I have another... maybe another setup. Either way, it's not too bad. quickly set things up for blowing up the astral. Set up burning. Oh, we only have one of those. Where's the Halloween print? Valentine's burning print. Elegant escort is down here. And we'll just stick it in that slot for everyone else. Why did that move? That is not unlocked. What sword have I got on her? Oh, the Dragon Trial sword, right? Yeah. Oh, no slot unlocked on that. That is pain. Do I keep skipping the Valentine's print? God, why is it there? Right. Do we have another sword skill damage print? Probably not. Yep. Okay, we'll just stick another skill damage print here. I suppose strength works just fine, and I'm lazy and don't want to think, so crit rate it is. On skill damage. Flurry strength. Flurry devastation and crit rate because we're lazy. Do we really only have a Chimera Tech one for her? Huh. Really? She's better off just using that, huh? Does that free up a print slot? No. Okay, and then for Nobunaga, skill damage burning punisher, so she still wants crit. She has combo time, right? So we stuck on some flurry devastation and crit damage? Crit damage. Since tomorrow is a return of Volk times 2 in co-op, can you show us some Mim Cheese comp? Maybe? I'm not entirely confident in my Mim. I think it needs some concessions made in terms of like pushing out a transformation early on, if I remember correctly. No, I definitely have to look it up. But we could look it up and see how it goes. Real on X. Let's see if there's Blaster Volk. If there's a speed run, maybe Renon's done it. Yeah, did we finish this team? Pretty much. We're missing some... Okay, that should be fine. It doesn't look like... Oh, Rain on X is going to do it in Chinese, huh? Oh, when you say for Mim, is that Expert or Master Volk? Because I might be looking up the wrong thing. Four times Moon Cheese is a master army god sort of thing. I think there is an expert. Oh, Expert Volk. Expert Volk has one? We could look up the Brotal video, I believe. Brotal has things, but I don't think Brotal's ones are as instructional. I think they're more demonstration stuff, but less, like he'll demonstrate how it works, but I don't think there's like full setup details and stuff. Anyway, it looks like we just got pulled in with 3 people, which will be curious. We might be a bit bigger. Who got stunned? Him. Or do they only heal him if you actually get in close to them? You're done with Kai, or you use Fafnir team. All your units have Astral Bane. I'm very lazy. Sifa, you're pretty... Aren't you like level 198 or something like that? Something fairly close to 200? If I remember correctly. Hashtag not noticed. Sifa, please. Been 200 for a few months, really? Ha. 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 My bad. Oh dear. Anyway, we were doing... What were we doing again? Orc stuff, right? And we got the... Let me double check. We did get the High Mercury Punisher on that, so that should be fine. Spounder is also half-star story of double drop for tier 4 orbs. For tier 4 orbs? Were tier 4 orbs... Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so that's what you did for EXP and stuff. Yeah, I think Mia came into stream the other day as well. Apparently that's what she did. Or they did. With regards to spamming story and stuff. Come on. Yep. Did people suddenly stop doing Mercury as soon as I got my Hawk ready? Come on. Please. What is going on here? Wow. People really did stop. It's been like that most of the day? Oh, have I just been particularly lucky in getting runs as soon as I set stuff up? I mean, it's double drop, so at least that should funnel people into it, but I guess maybe people got everything they wanted the first time round. We S1 before we even... We had a spit. We're eating a millpool. God, we're bad at this. Okay, we did some really weird rotations there. But, that works. People that are doing that now are the ones that have spare wings to recover during the day. Most people who wanted to grind this did it earlier. Yeah. But I'm lazy, Seafoot. I mean, like, if I'm not streaming, I'm typically doing things other than playing Dragalia. Wait, hold on. I just noticed that this Tavith guy is in a... He's in an alliance called Topless Sylvan Boys. Wait. Show abs? Wait, what? What did I just do? Huh? What? Oh god, my hair's doing weird things. Make it stop. God damn it. Yeah, I don't think Midgard Solar Zero is the... I'm not entirely sure if he's the dragon we're going for here. Because it feels super awkward when your combo breaks. How do you even break combo? You beat bad. Easy. Very easy. Anyway, in terms of runs, your weapon got plus timer. Sometimes you just Papega, you know? Ah shit, we went into a fucking muscle memory from not being host. I thought I was readying up, but I just threw people in with my fucking... Oh god. I threw people in with my wooden weapon Addis. Actually, it might not be that bad. But, oh god, he's bogged. I think my Addis just baited the spits pretty perfectly. I'm eating a whirlpool now. And we lost combo. It's official, we're very Papega. We still broke the full waterfall there. How did I get homing bubble? Hit retry before these boys leave? I mean, I don't even know anymore. I was in the middle of making Hawk. Quite enjoy playing with Leaf. Yeah, Leaf is okay, but I find that you have to tap really frantically with Leaf. And like, the stance swapping gets quite involved. Or at least it's, you know, It's one of those things that you do not so often. And it is 11:30. It is 11:33 p.m. at the moment for me, so it's definitely Pepega brain hours now for me. I mean, it might be okay if I took a break, but honestly, I never really intend on streaming for that long. Streaming's just one of those. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I intend to do with streaming. It's just one of those things. It's nice to chill, that kind of thing. Ah, poison's gone because of the overdrive her. I got the clear reset. Need to farm more claws? Do you mean horns? Wait. If it's tails, then horns is master only, and tails are. You technically get more per Gatherwing with. I believe you get more tails per Gatherwing with Expert. Oh, Talon Stones. Oh, shit. Talon Stones I'm less sure about. Yeah, Talon Stones I'm definitely less sure about. I feel like probably for something like that it might just be... I don't know, I don't think I can really... I don't think I can guess. Yeah. Is there a drop table anywhere? Ah shit, I'm the host. HDT drop table. Let's see if... Material drop sheet. Is it still up to date on 2.0? Okay, I've got the drop sheet on my other monitor, but I need to quickly blow up Mercury. Okay, we're lucky there's no whirlpools here. Let's see. Right, so we have this expert. Okay, I'm looking at High Midgard's armor, but I'm... Okay, let's go to Mercury. Oh god, it's opening another spreadsheet. Let's see, go to Mercury's. Oh no, that's just a link. Wait, I'm confused. Okay, I can do this, right? Yeah. Okay, so High Mercury's trial. Let's leave this lobby real quick before we screw anyone. High Mercury's trial. Oh, hold on, this person's barely logged anything. Oh, and it's still got the stamina and wings at 3 and 5. Okay, but having a rough look at these numbers, I guess if it's Talon Stones, if the drops are roughly equal between Expert and Master, then yeah, I guess Expert's better for Talon Stones, but that's assuming they haven't really changed things since this drop sheet was put together, but I don't know. There's not all that many runs logged here. I mean, different people, but depends on the specific difficulty. Yeah, like the total number of runs per expert is rather lacking, but given that expert costs the 3 wings as opposed to 4, assuming the drop rates haven't changed, it's probably the go-to to go for expert. Anyway, I'm going to check how many tails have I got. Tails wise, we're at 1.8k. I might. Yeah, I think 1.8k is kind of where I want to leave it. In which case, guess we'll send you. Yeah, I think I'll end stream around now. Cry a bit as my video continues to render, and I guess send people over to Lightbringer, I guess. Possibly. Lightbringer, also another Dragalia Lost streamer. Fairly chill, has chill vibes. Shares good feelings, that kind of thing. Is very wholesome, that kind of stuff. So we go harass him, and I'll catch you guys next time. Let me just double check if he's still doing things. It is the Sifat. What kind of cat is that? Haha, ginger cat. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So he looks like he's doing Ciela stuff at the moment. But yeah, we will head over to Lightbringer, and hopefully we'll catch you guys on the next stream on Wednesday. Until then. See ya.